All right, welcome back. So I was suggesting on things you should and shouldn't sell, and the one thing I was mentioning is that if you do have some kind of interest and something that you're familiar with, you should definitely work and create a niche around that. I would advise against going and doing a general store, unless it's something like trending products and it's like hot, flashy products that you can sell. But my first website that I made was a huge general store. So I had clothes, electronics. I had um, just a lot of stuff. And the problem with that is just marketing. Like, if you have a website that's just for fishing, when you're eventually doing marketing like Facebook ads and Google and things like that, you have a specific customer in mind to target, and your advertising budget is going to go towards that. Where if it's a general store, you're spreading yourself out too thin. And then, if you're doing clothes and electronics and kitchen stuff, like who are you going to target? Are you targeting people for kitchen stuff? Are you targeting the women for their clothes, the guys for their shoes? And then if they get on your website, they're not going to buy anything else if you even happen to get them to buy something, and you don't want it to look, kind of like trashy or anything like that. You want it to look professional. So, golfing could be another one. Beauty, you have to be very careful with, I think, when it comes to anything that goes into people's skin or anything that people can consume. I just generally tend to stay away from it because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't know if there's anything that's like FDA required, and then somebody buys your skincare and they break out, and then you get sued, or it could just end bad. So I would avoid that as well. Automobile and motorcycles. I mean, if you're gonna do little things, I guess like car stickers, car lights, like little accessories and stuff like that, I would do that, but stay away from actual car and motorcycle parts. And home improvement tools, you could find some little weird knickknacks in there. That would be great. So the product I chose is this siphon coffee maker. I just enjoy coffee. It's not really the reason. I just think this is a pretty cool and unique product. That's the other thing as well is when you're doing this, you want to create a website for a product that's kind of hard to get. If somebody could buy the product you're selling at Walmart or Target, like why would they buy it from you? The other thing is too is if they could find it on Amazon as well, that could be kind of bad for you because then they just probably buy it from Amazon. But what you're trying to focus on is creating this niche website and almost kind of like a brand. So I think this is pretty cool. I think this is what I'm gonna make the website sell, and I'm gonna just create a niche around coffee. Now, the other question is too, are you only going to sell one type of product, or are you going to sell multiple different products? I think it really doesn't matter which way or like you go. With this website specifically I'm just going to sell this one product and market it. If I wanted to add things like different variants of coffee grinders, stuff like that, I can add it, incorporate it later on. But I think this product in itself is good. The other thing is too is when you're starting, you don't want too many products. So if you're doing something with like, for example, fishing store, I think like 10 to 15, 20 products is enough. Once you start adding 100, 200 products, it just becomes so much and it's an overload. The more options you give people, the less likely they are to make a decision on it. With that being said as well, is that, these products can change as far as their pricing, daily. And I'm going to show you how to manage all that. But the more products you have, the more on top of things you have to be. Like right now, this is $18 and $17 shipping. Let's just say that's, $36. If this goes up $2, or even $5, $10, now it's $46. And if I'm selling this for 50 now, I'm only making $4, so you have to really be on top of your stuff. The other thing you need to look for is high quality pictures. You don't want any cheap, raunchy looking stuff. Pictures like this, I think, is fine to put the perimeters and stuff like that. Um, Another trick is too is you can get additional pictures by going to the reviews and seeing the people's reviews. So a lot of times they're gonna have that on there, and you can save these and add them to your collection as well. Also, keep in mind with the reviews and also how many orders. So between these two, where's it at? Right here. Between these two, it's the same exact product, but notice these guys have 4.7 star. Let me just get out of this. And these guys have 4.9, so their ratings are about the same, but they have 249 orders versus 400. So I'm definitely going with this. Not only that, but the price. So this is $23 and this is $18. And you might be like, oh, well, the 18 is cheaper. But if you actually notice here, the shipping to ship to the United States using e-packet, it's going to be $17. And e-packet is actually a byproduct of a couple, I think like the U.S. Postal Service, Hong Kong, and I'm not sure if it's eBay, but they basically came together to do faster shipping to the U.S. And ePacket is one of the faster, cheaper alternatives, I think, versus China Post. So China Post, you see this. Today's the October 6th. This will get here the 31st. Here I'll get here the 27th. So we're talking about 20 days for the customer to get the product, and that's what you have to realize. You could do this. That's 10 days. But you're paying $152. So unless you're charging a crazy amount, which you're not going to get sales anyway, um, this is a decent one e-packet. So this right here is $17. 18 plus 17, like I said, we'll call it 36. This is 23, and e-packet is free, and it gets here the 23rd. So it's about the same. No, this is actually 4 days earlier, and essentially this is $13 cheaper than the other products. So that's what we're going to go with. And it's in silver and gold, 2 colors, doesn't complicate stuff, and these are nice high quality pictures, so we're definitely going to go with this product here. And like I said, if you wanted additional pictures, you can just go ahead and save these to your computer and add them to the website later on, and you could even create these under like customer reviews or testimony and put it under there, because I mean these are actual customers. You're not lying, they're just not your customers essentially, but they are a customer of this product and specifically from this supplier. So that's definitely something you could incorporate to your website. So we decided what we're going to sell. And the other thing about the shipping too as well, some people freaking out like, oh my god, it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, a way you can kind of explain that is just say like, hey, this product's in high demand, we're trying to ship them out as fast as possible, yada yada. The other thing is when you're starting out, it's okay to be 100% drop shipping, but then when you're, when you have some funds in the bank, you need to reinvest in the business. So now, instead of me actually drop shipping, let's say this product has made me $1,000. Now I can actually buy 50 of them and have them shipped to me, and then I can personally ship it to the customer. It's good for a couple reasons. One, you'll be able to have inventory and actually grow a legitimate business as opposed to just a quick money making thing. Right now, drop shipping is more of an ATM, where when you're doing wholesale and you're buying in bulk, then you have a legitimate business. And then also, you're going to be faster on your shipping. So now instead of taking 3 weeks, it could be up to 2 days, and it's not going to be that much more. So it's going to be happier. You're going to have happier customers, and ultimately, that's what you should focus on. It's not about yourself. It's not, oh my God, what's the cheapest thing I could do? What's, the fastest, what's the, like even here, let's just say that e-packet was $5, and China Post was free. Save like $5 more could save your customers 3 days. Do it for them, because that's what's going to grow your business. So next, we're going to go on to the third section on adding all this to the website and creating a brand.